right? So you need to make sure you understand that we're making 375 a week. That it's always based on your income. Every single one of these numbers is based on your income. Okay? Now we're gonna find these four for net pay. Those are your deductions, your absolute mandatory deductions. You can't get away from it. Grab your booklet, and I will just move this over. And the first at the top of this should be Canadian pension plan. Okay? And so basically it gives you what the income bracket is. So if you make anywhere between 416.29 to 416.49, this is how much you would be paying. Okay? So I don't know why my booklet, I don't know if it's missing pages. Does yours not start at 350? 416 is the lowest, and this is not the complete guide. Okay, quick change, folks. We're going to change it to 475. Not a big deal. Change this to 475, everybody at home. Okay, so we're now making 475 a week. We got a $100 raise. Okay, now we're gonna these brackets, they slowly increase. Okay, slowly increase. So if you think about it, if you go down the first column here, right, we're going all the way down, you can tell that 475 isn't even on this page. Look at the bottom, like this is the highest value you have on this page. You get to 474.47. So you need to go to the next page and continue looking for 475. Where is 475 located? Okay. And then at the top here, here's the 475s, a bunch of them. So where does 475 fall in? 475 fits in between 474.88 and 475.07. See that? You are like on the second page, third from the top. 475 falls between these two numbers. Mr. Dirksen, what if it's exactly that number? Well, then you're still in this on this row, and you look it up, and it's 2018. Okay, so that is how much you're paying in Canadian pension. 2018. So you go over here and write it down. Okay. Now we're gonna go EI. So we got to keep going. Now look at the headings, because this is still Canadian pension plan. Keep going. You flip the page, keep going. Still Canadian pension plan. Canadian pension plan. But then all of a sudden, you see employment insurance premiums on this side. See? This is on C3, page C3. Okay? So I'm going to fold mine. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to scan until we start seeing 475. And here it goes a little quicker, right? So 475 is on the first page of EI. And 475 is found between these two values here. So because it's between these two values, you write down 822. Remember, you could only be off by 1 cent, but that means that you've looked at the wrong bracket. So it's 822 for EI. Okay? So we figured out CVV, figured out EI. Taxes are a little different. You may have wondered what the code is for. Yeah. It would be wrong because you looked at the wrong row, so you have to make sure you look at the right category. Yeah, so in this case it's not just a rounding error, you looked up the wrong number. Okay, so now let's keep going. Flip the page till you get to federal tax. Okay, so you keep going. If you want to put a sticky in there, sticky note, little sticky in there to tell you where everything is, you might want to do that. So federal tax deductions, here it is. Page D2, right? So we're gonna, this is where it gets a little different. Let me just show you the whole thing. the first thing you have to do is look at the claim codes at the top, federal claim codes. So there's codes 0 to 10 that we fall into, okay? So we are right now, this individual has code 2. Let me tell you what it is about. It is based on your home, your family income, right? If you're the only one making money and you have like 5 dependents, 5 people that don't earn money and are under 18, you're gonna pay less taxes, okay? So look at as the claim code goes up, the amount of taxes you'll be paying is going down, okay? In fact, if you're at claim code 5 and you make anywhere between 340 and 344, you wouldn't be paying any federal taxes yet, okay? Anyway, so this individual is claim code 2, and so now keep your finger on the 2 here, and then see where 475 comes in, okay? So 475 falls between 472 and 476. Oh, and you can't see it on this camera. Down here. It's between 472 and 476. Then you bring down this finger here, because this is claim code 2, and you match it with the other side. So it's $31, okay? In this case. So this is claim code 2, you bring it down here, and this is the bracket, so 475 falls between here, so we write down $31, okay? So we're almost done. Provincial is done similarly. So you can tell that the taxes, there are only brackets along the side here, not like EI and CVP where it's all over the page. So you need a claim code, and you need to know where the income falls in between. And if it falls right on it, even better. It's even easier, okay? So now let's go to provincial. I go to provincial. It says it right up top, Manitoba provincial tax deductions. Still claim code 2, so hold my finger up on 2. Okay, I'm going to go down to 475, and that is down here. So just look at the left, bottom left here. 475 falls between 473 and 477. So now let's bring down the 2 here, and then I slide over to the right, and it's 2960. Okay, that is how much you pay provincially. 2960. So I wrote it down. That's why you need the book for. I will say this. Let's do it this way. It's gonna look better like this. Total deductions, and we're gonna make a line here, and we're gonna add them all up. Okay. So 2018 plus 822 plus 31 plus 2960. $89 right on. Okay. It's an exact amount. So you get 1 mark for each number that you went and grabbed, right? 1 mark for the total, and then the net will be 475 minus $89. And now I'm going to first check, are there any other deductions mentioned? No. Okay. Then I would also, I would have it under my total here, making sure that it's not just the 4 that you have to do, but anything else that I might have missed. So the net income is therefore 386. So you worked so hard to get that 475, but really you only get to take home 386. Now, this is an aside, but I'm going to teach it, I'm going to go over it again. What percentage of Luis's income is being deducted. Oops. Like percentage-wise, how much did he give away? Okay, we know it's $89, but what would it be percentage-wise? So deductions as a percentage. Okay, we're gonna go deduction in dollars divided by gross times 100. And I encourage you to do that whenever you make money. Do that, like take like your gross, right, and your deduction, and use this formula, and you'll find what it is. And sometimes it's like 30-40%. Can you imagine 40%? For teachers, it's like 40%. So almost half of our income is all deductions. Okay, that's pretty, like, I don't even look at that number because it's pretty sad to look at. Okay, sorry. So it's 89 is our deductions. Gross is the 475. We're going to multiply it by 100, right? And what do you get? This is an aside that I did. So it's 18.74%. So that's actually pretty high, you know? That's a lot of money that you're giving away. Let's say minimum wage is $10.90, right? 8 hours times $10.90. That's probably close to 89 bucks. And that's, you're basically working one day for the government. One full day is gone. Okay, so it's pretty crazy how that goes. Okay, before we move on, so this is our net income. We're gonna do one more. You're gonna do it on your own, and then I want you to do it before we go today. Okay, very important. So we're gonna say Luis again, but this time he will have made $650. Okay. Example 2, how about this? Janine earned $750 last week, comma, determine her net income. And we'll say code 1. We'll assume that Janine falls under code 1. Okay, so write this down on 51. And again, it doesn't have to be in that order, but we'll do it CPP, EI, federal, provincial. So go ahead and find all those numbers for each category and then calculate the net income. Do that now, okay? You've got 12 minutes. I have complete faith in you and that you can do it in less than that, okay? You got it already? Okay, check those, okay? So this is what you're supposed to have, okay? There's the answer. Okay, 568.63. Also, deductions, watch this, as a percentage, right? You would take the 181.37 and divide it by the 750 times 100. That's 24.18. So the more you make, the more they're taking off. Right? Earlier was 18, right? or something like that. And now it's higher already. So keep submitting, okay? Doesn't matter. Right now, I just want to see if you understood it, and don't make any corrections even though you saw the answer key, okay? Yeah, so Joshua, yeah, if you're done, you can leave. Yeah, have a good one. Joshua, if you're one cent off here, you would have lost 1 mark because you took the wrong number from the table, okay? So it's important. Yeah, you can leave if you're done, if you have no questions. Have a good one. All right, take care, Jordan. Is it? Yeah, I'm always mixing it all up, so. Yeah, thank you. Well, especially because the afternoon is flipped on me. Like the morning, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But in the afternoon, it's right 2, 1, and then 4, 3. In the morning, well, the morning group 1 would show up on Tuesday, and then they go home and they're back the next day in the afternoon. So it's like a crisscross. No, they're home in the afternoon. No, so the Tuesday on Tuesday, group 1 comes in the morning. Then they have to rush home because the afternoon classes are probably streamed or whatever. They only have mornings, but then on Wednesday, group 2 shows up in the morning, and they show up in the afternoon. Like that group that came in the morning, it's always like a crisscross. Yeah. It confuses me so bad. Like it's just, I'm always like on Friday, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, you're group 4. It's like, no, you're 3. Okay. Because we can't have anybody here over lunch. That's the problem, right? So, and making you go home and then come back the same day is not fair, right? Yeah, take care.